Welcome back to a lecture series on digital image processing. So in this lecture, what now we are going to discuss about the vegetation delineation by spectral application. How Spectra is being exclusively used to delineate what is that vegetation. So we'll see that. So once if you open the NV software, you have to add the data of where the vegetation thickness is high. Suppose if I am interested to classify the different vegetation alone by using the spectra. So I am now selecting the data from the training set. So it is the area of Japan. We have taken a hilly terrain. Zoom the data in. You will be able to see the hilly terrain with the full vegetation of different vegetation thicknesses. Even inside, you can see the town also. So I mean residential area, built up area inside. Now this one sphere in sphere we have a separate vegetation delineation, double click vegetation delineation. So this is vegetation delineation and stress detection tool, sub tool. So this is exclusively used for assessing the vegetation from NDVI. Now we will have to select the input file. So I am selecting the input file Japan. It is a Japan source file, and then the data description is given. It will come. You check whether your data is correct, and then you are not going to apply any special subset here. Straight away you apply, give OK, and once if you click the vegetation, then you will have to give the file name also. Here you give the file name where you are going to keep your output file, and then give next. And in the next, you see you have to select in the atmospheric correction method, none already corrected. It is atmospherically already corrected, so you are not selecting any other options. You are selecting the none already created. Give next. That's all. Once if you do that, you'll be able to get the screens like this is NDVI screen, screen 3, screen 3, screen 3. So these three screens are altogether. This is full view of the scene, and this is the area of interest is being projected here in this one, and then this is the area is projected here. If I am more interested with respect to only this area is projected here. Similarly, all the screens are linked. Once if I am moving this window button, I mean the red window button, automatically you'll be able to see the vegetation differences. So it is exclusively used by using Spectra. Now you just arrange your window and you move anywhere, any window, and to see that you see residential area. If you want to see how the vegetation differences are there on the right side, it will come. You will have to check, cross check whether it is correctly done, the vegetation differences or the vegetation demarcation. This is how you can very easily do it by moving your window cursor inside to check whether really thick vegetation is there, or the buildings are coming separately, really water bodies are coming separately. Right. So this is water body meanders, which you can see very clearly with other tone. So like this, you can move your window whether the classification by means of spectra on vegetation is coming. You see how the system is doing in vegetation delineation and stress. So this column now you open and then check. This is a base image it is taking. So this is the classification. It is already set algorithms in NV software. If there are no vegetation, it is -1. If it is sparse vegetation, so it is already defined. Defined spectra output is taken as NDVA, and this is going to apply with respect to the spectra of this image to classify vegetation by means of spectra. Right. So no vegetation -1, sparse vegetation 0.25, more moderate vegetation and 0.5, and colors will come. You can maybe if you are interested, you can switch on, switch off, or you can change the color even too. Right. And you see you can export the output as a shape file or RO file, and once if you export, your information will come as a separate file. So with this the spectral classification with respect to vegetation, so this is in no time it will do, and it has more accuracy too. Now you can check this in the field. So with this the discussion about the spectra on vegetation and delineation is come to an end. Thank you very much.